Happy Friday. Yesterday I posted a carousel about the top 10 mistakes that are typical for new coaches, and it definitely struck a chord with a lot of you out there, and it reminded me of my own journey as well. Some of these mistakes were like trying to serve everyone and diluting your message and ultimately serving no one, or trying to perfect your offer over and over again and never launching it. All of those mistakes had one thing in common, and that was just lack of clarity to move forward. And if you're a new coach and you've been stuck like that for a few months or a year or so in your business, you might need some professional help at this point. But as a new coach, it's really hard to determine who can help you. And I realized when I was starting out on my journey, I was trying to figure out, which courses to take. And I took a lot of different courses in the solo career that I have here. And I know that I can't learn from templates and lists. It's just not the way I learn. It wasn't really moving my business forward. What I needed and the way I learn is by doing with clarity and having someone hold me accountable along the way. And when I was putting my business together, I wanted to make sure that other new coaches had that same kind of clarity and hand-holding along the way, something that could empower them so that they could tap into their own voice and really hear that clarity for themselves. They also wanted to make sure that it was affordable and accessible, because at the beginning stages, it's like, who can afford these huge coaching packages? There's a time and a place for those, but not at this beginning stage. And so for me, it was easy to serve that population and make it affordable. And I've invested in coaches myself. I have a wonderful business coach. Her name is Anna Rapp. She's fantastic. And, there's a time and a place for investments like that. But for a new coach, it's important to be intentional about what you're spending and when. So if you take a look at that resource and you identify with a lot of those mistakes that new coaches make, and you're still doing it after a few months or a year or so, and you think that I might be a right fit for you, definitely reach out. I'd be happy to help and see if we are a good fit and we can move forward. So that's all I had to say. Have a great weekend, everybody.